Regarding your long-term financial plans here, and it seems like, again, your focus is going to be on things that you can do on your own, things that you can do, I always say, like, without a lab partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, without a lab partner. So some kind of career or financial project goal here that's just you. This bobcat energy is very much feline. I mean, go ahead and look around. You know, you could check out the resources about bobcats. The idea is that independent and self-reliant and long-term strong. Bullish when necessary. And that's going to create the green light go for you, the true harmony. Again, these days, post 2020, you need to have the balance. And that's why I like this Prism Oracle deck. I recommend it if you're in a decision-making chair. Get that Prism Oracle deck for decision makers, please. Because it's focused on the right energies here. You need to have a harmony to move forward, Aries. So let's get some detail. Let's get some detail, please. I'm going to use, again, the Aquarian Tarot. For your personal relationship details, we're going to paint the story out tonight with the Manga Tarot. And I think the Manga Tarot, again, if you're in a decision maker's chair, if you're trying to be in the driver's seat of your own company, of your own revolution, whatever it is, Aries, that Manga Tarot is important, an important resource for you. All right, regarding the details of the Aries people, and again, that's whoever resonates with being an Aries. All right, very good, very good. First thing to know, Aries, here is that there's some kinds of jealous energy coming out or some kind of feeling of something giving way. So you could notice some signs. If you are in the type of business or financial plan, Aries, where you are looking at family investors, family business partners, like having a business with a spouse, funding a business for a child, investing in someone's education with the idea that then they'll work and pay things back or work and build a family. If you have been investing in an education, Aries, with the idea that it'll pay off, but you haven't really been successful somehow, if there's been a betraying situation, or if your stocks keep coming up shitty, if your returns are never very good, if you have habits that betray any gains you make, if they eat at your profits, this situation is going to transform during Venus retrograde. It's going to change something that right now you would consider to be a leisure activity. Right now, something that you will consider to be fun, and something where you can party. It could be that you're not going to be able to have a restaurant anymore, or you're going to have to do more work and less socializing. It could be that having a business where it's a social activity to be there is the answer, Aries. If you make a change to your business plan that now involves having seated diners instead of just a food truck, it involves having people dancing on a dance floor right in front of you, it involves having people sampling your cakes, sampling your juices. It involves having a fleet of trucks instead of one, or a fleet of limousines instead of one. It could be that that's the answer here, Aries. It's something where you're going to want to talk to your mom about it. It's something, too, where women who invest in things, the actual decision makers, women and men who actually decide where the money goes, is going to be in the news that they observe. So maybe you want to have an event. Aries, if you're having trouble getting your business off the ground, if you've had a lull in business, if you've had competitors eating away at your business, Aries, during Venus retrograde, you have a way here to transform that change. You can't make a change back, Or you can't make it just go your way all of a sudden, but you can transform the change and involve more support, involve more clients, involve more glitz and glam, involve more reasons to celebrate. If you're running a bank branch, Aries, I'm gonna tell you, hold an old-fashioned thing where everybody who come in with a pot and pan set, everybody who comes in and opens up a savings or a checking account on Saturdays in the month of August gets a pot and pan set. They get a toaster oven. They get one of those fancy KitchenAid stand mixers. You hear me, Aries? Something like this. Something where everybody's talking about it and it's looking good for you. Okay? That's going to be a good way to transform any kind of change that has started out, because what you've been doing is maybe not telling people that you're losing money, maybe not telling people that someone just took half of your tables to the restaurant across the street that's brand new. Maybe you haven't been telling people. Cool. Watch. Just make it happen. Make it happen where people are now talking about how busy you are, how you just threw a raffle, how you just threw a couple parties, how you just catered a big sorority bash. You don't even need to tell people that you're doing it. You let the people who you do it for tell people. It'll work out good according to your cards here, Aries. What's interesting here is there's going to be a couple, again, if you just let people talk, you're going to do a great job. I'm going to show you why in a second. Some of these cards come up face down. What you're going to feel is that to turn things around or to leverage the chip on your shoulder or to leverage or take advantage of every opportunity, maybe if that's just your principle, Aries, you're going to need to do a 44 here, which is like, don't think about what people think about you. Play it cool, Aries. Be cool, Aries. Just be cool. It's hard for you sometimes. Be cool, Aries. Trust me, as a Taurus, I stand in front of you in the circle. And whenever I get like lower back pain, I think about some fucking Aries trying to ram me in my back with his horns. That's the only explanation, Aries. You know what I mean? You got to do a 44 here. When you start kicking it into high gear and just getting more fans, getting more followers, getting more clients, getting more customers, getting more press releases, just investing in more support. Okay? That's your Venus retrograde cook-up. You got to actually 44 it for you. It's going to give you a chance to feel good, do good, look good, talk good, make sense, make money, stay strong in the game. You need to reject distractions, bullshit, and the need to know what people think about you, Aries. Okay? You need to rest. You need to make a deal with somebody else or a deal in your mind that you're just going to let people talk about it and you'll find out what you need to find out. And it's going to work out good for you. See why? Because what you got in the back of the hand here is the exact right archetype. I call this an activist client. An activist fan. A real evangelist. This could also be a real high-level, good, high-quality PR person. A great executive chef. An awesome front-of-house manager. An amazing scheduling assistant. An incredible graphic designer. An assistant. A worker. It could be you, but this isn't really going to be your strong suit because you need a 44. So get off of you for a second and figure out who this is going to be. Because this is the person who's going to be very inspired by you, Aries. They don't have to be you. They get to be inspired by you. Woo! And so he or she, research assistant, a real go-getter, a perfectionist, a real type A. Okay, real type A here. Now, older versions of this, I call that the goddess Isis line. A person who knows exactly what they're doing. They're a professional in their field. They know exactly what they're good at. They stay in their lane. They also know how to connect you with everything else. Like a life concierge. Aries, you see what I'm saying? Because you really need to keep this. Oh, and there'll be a confidant for you. She come out, she go upside down on the backside. Now she want to talk to you. Listen, confidant for you. Because you really need to keep this freshness, this ability to make an impact on something brand new. Listen, you come across even another thing, maybe you want to grab a property, put it on the back burner. You have to grab it up now, put a tarp on it, wait till next year. But you want to be able to notice that opportunity, make those calls, make it happen when it's available. You want to keep your ace of coins ready. You see how you got already? You got a fan base, or you got a client base, or an investor base, or a big demographic. This lady runs a family's opinion base. She read news, she listened to certain things, she likes certain little celebrities, yeah. She's gonna get all the right information to support your business. So you keep this, reject all the bullshit, you keep this divitude. At least for Venus retrograde. Listen, let it be something just for Venus retrograde if you don't love it, right? All right, Aries. You know I love you. For an Aries who's normally all about this, to get a green light go on something like that is your passion, you need to get one person loyal to you and passionate about you. They don't need to be you, they need to love you. She'd make it rain when she love you. Huh? Okay, Aries. Because we need to get you, look. Because listen, you work hard, you play hard. All right, now let's get to the love. Let me get a romance angel here for Aries. Because the very top of the manga for you is some kind of like desire to be around people who understand your wild side, who could also keep a secret, who could also just be associates. They don't need to be all up in your comment section with the hearty face. You know what I mean? All right, let me get a romance angel here for Aries for Venus retrograde. Let go of control issues. Good luck. You could text menu to the number there on your screen. I will send you my menu. Aries, men and women. Let go of some control issues. Allow the situations in your love life to unfold naturally with your long-term vision on investing in general. That should make sense. The ocean does not shape the beach in a day unless it's one of those bangers, one of those recorded history days. Oh, now you do have a soulmate, but it might be somebody who seems far away right now. It might be somebody who you think you threw away, who you had to put on pause, then they got busy with something else. It could be a soulmate that you're going to have to put down for right now. It could be that you have a soulmate, Aries, but you're going to get busy doing some things in Venus retrograde. You might get fans, supporters, investors, angels helping you. You might have to put a soulmate or two just down for a minute. Just like tell them like it's cool. You got to do some work. You got to do a pilgrimage. You got to do personal projects. You just need a season for yourself, a season or two. You'll send them postcards. You know what I recommend? Even if you're just going to stay in your house, like 3 minutes away from them, but you're not going to talk to them, as a way to just cleanse your energy. Send them a postcard. Go get a bunch of postcards. You know, you can go to like the museum store, the library, the little store at the mall. You can get little postcards, right? Just send your friends postcards. You get off social media, or you could be on social media for your work only. Something like that. What that's going to do, if you can let go of control issues, Aries, with a couple key people, just like put them down, let them be grown people, let them be grown folks on their own. Let them walk the road on their own while you walk your road, you know what I mean? If you could do that, you're going to get chemistry with somebody or many, many people. And it looks like, depending on what you're trying to do, you might be looking for many people to vibe with you. because you keep coming up as needing to switch an isolated vibe. So if you an artist, try to seek out a comfortable fan base, a loyal readership, a loyal audience, open up the chemistry gates to that vibration, like the god of music. The god of music, right? Open up that vibration. It's a vibration. It'll come to you in people like by the masses, but you let it open up. All right. Now, so as far as your soulmates go here, let go of control issues. I'm gonna move over to the Mega Tarot now. One moment here while I make some room. And I'm going to pull you some new energies from the Woodland Wardens deck. Romance, please. Personal relationships for Aries people. Venus retrograde, please and thank you. Well, Aries, you have two amazing energies here. The lizard and the pitcher plant is stagnation in some sort of personal, romantic, or passion quest. Yeah. And then you have also this feeling now for Venus retrograde of the vulture and I guess you pronounce it asphodel. It's beautiful. The vulture and asphodel, which is upheaval. So there will be stagnation to upheaval. And we did see a tower in the big energies read for Venus retrograde for you. So from a stagnant energy, there will be some kind of upheaval here. The Mega Tarot indicates it's going to be overall successful for you. Okay, successful for you. So let's take a peek at the details. Aries is normally okay with change as long as it's better. Yeah? Okay. Okay. If you are seeking, again, investor, management, artistic agent, a producer, you may need the help of a lawyer or barrister to take your career or business to the next level. You may use a person who's a professional as a silent partner. Aries, you may have an uncle who's a silent partner. You may have a desire here to be sort of flirty and beyond reproach. In a love reading, this guy, and especially for Aries women and men who might do business and pleasure mixed together. This guy is not going to stick around for big drama anymore. He may have as a young man, he won't anymore. He may have as a poor man, he won't anymore. He may have in his last marriage, he won't now. He's going to be like a cowboy, a surfer, a Keanu Reeves, sunshine and go vibes. He may be dark, moody, and artistic and provocative and have money, have sway. He's not going to be clean or easy to deal with. It's better if you have to hire him to help you do something. With these cards, it's better if you have to hire him. And so if you pay him to be your lawyer, if you pay him to produce music for you, if you pay him to produce television for you, if you pay him to arrange things for you, then that's the authority. If he's the authority, it become for an Aries very, very, very caustic. very caustic. And what'll happen is the wisdom, the witnessing will happen, and it will stay as part of the authority. He'll remember what he sees. If you hire him to remember what he sees, that's great. If somebody else hired him to remember what he sees about you, Aries, please take it as it resonates. Overall, this is the feeling of a person who you might need but not like. For an Aries, to this energy. Now, if you're a creative soul, Aries, if you're a lawyer, if you're a great restaurateur, yeah, then all you need to do is know that sometimes you need to have a contract lawyer. Sometimes you need to have a union negotiator. Sometimes you need to have a hired professional. And as an Aries, if you're one of these people, then you're fine hiring whoever you need. You see what I'm saying? There's going to be some kind of maybe need to witness, provide your views to somebody, Aries, in order to make something happen here. So go ahead and testify. When we're talking about love, go ahead and testify. You'll be able to feel like you could talk to somebody about this. If this is about upheaval after stagnation, then you might need to hire a professional to help you. And you're going to go ahead and tell them how you feel. Aries, tell them how you feel. Let them know what you want out the deal. All right? If this is a situation where you feel like you need a boyfriend, I'm going to tell you that's not the card. Okay, that's not the card. This is about, for an Aries, this is about undoing a mind meld, undoing a lockstep agreement with somebody romantically, undoing control issues, letting go of control issues like we saw, and maybe even breaking a lease, maybe even breaking a verbal contract. Aries can be very dramatic. You might tolerate very dramatic people also, Aries. Let's keep it real. And sometimes Aries say things or agree to things knowing it's not ever going to happen. Okay? So go ahead and let's start being honest, Aries. Venus retrograde is a good time for this. You're getting, Aries, I want to tell you, you're getting the classic Venus retrograde relationship energies. Just come flying out the deck just for you. Of course, sir. Of course, madam. Okay, so it's going to be about breaking contracts, breaking agreements, or, you know what, finally addressing what's unsaid. This is about finally addressing what's unsaid. What's unsaid. We could think of some examples. You could type an example in there. If I like it, you'll get a free read. One of the examples is maybe you give people a different name in your phone. Maybe somebody else does that. Maybe you lie to people. Maybe you hear people lie about other things and you wonder if they lie about you. Something you're going to have to stop doing is lying or accepting lies as currency. The other thing for you, Aries, is that you might need a good cry. You might need to detox. You might need to do a little colon cleanse. You might need to get a new phone number. Just throw that old one in the dresser. Don't ever look at it. Like, let it die. Break the screen on purpose. Just throw it somewhere. You might need to get something brand new here. Something that's not guilty, boring, dirty, or already ruined. Something that's clean. Something that you know. You can make new agreements with somebody and it's going to be like a good idea. It's going to feel good. It's going to be healthy. It's going to perk you up. It's going to be fresh. When I talk about like the cups, like if you like in puppy love, you know what this is, Aries, in puppy love? If for dogs, this is like what somebody call a dog's name. Like I call my dog's name, he come running. That's that love feeling. And this is where you go, okay, We can agree on a number of important things. I like this person. See how solid that is? Okay, so you gotta turn this frown upside down. Bada bing, bada boom. Aries, see how easy? Okay, text menu to my number if you want something that's a little bit more specific exactly for you and what you're going through. I want to get one more prism energy here for Aries in love. No fear. No fear where there has been fear, Aries, simply because the fear is just to make you angry. And you know what? I'd rather have you be angry than afraid, Aries. I'd rather have you be angry than afraid. What you're going to experience with love and money and Venus retrograde is a sense that there's been for you fear, and maybe curing it with goodies, maybe curing it with presents, maybe throwing money at a problem. You're going to end up having no fear about cutting the sweetness off to something that doesn't serve you. You're going to give the cold shoulder to somebody, many people, or something in favor of being fearless or having enough self-respect to not be enslaved. Okay? You do have a lot of faith, and that yields a lot of protection for you, Aries. So that's good news. This is good news in love and family and church and business and life. This is real good energy. And so you can check out William Shakespeare, True Nobility is Exempt from Fear. Now, that's a tough road to walk, and I say don't you dare be reckless with it. Click, your movie was a skit, that's it. Don't be reckless with it. But you do have a lot of faith and a lot of protection. Again, you can come see me to do a blessings and protection package for you. You can put your favorite saint metal on your chain and walk around. You can decorate your home how you feel you need to protect yourself from the heebie-jeebies and what have you. Mostly, people want to scare you so you're angry. They know that you could wait for a long time and just brew and just ooze and soothe under the surface, just like molten lava under their Aries. But we don't need you to do that, because what happens when you do that is you experience low energy, bad energy, and you either get sad or you do things to numb the pain. We don't need that out of Aries, you know what I mean? You settled in now, Aries. You feeling confident about your technique somewhere here. You need to expand your fan base. You need to grow your business. You need to cut the cords here with somebody who you got to keep on a short leash, or who you got to keep answering questionnaires for every day. Like you got to marry them every day. Something crazy like that, you know what I mean? Oh, let me keep it real. So what you can do now, once you go no fear and cut something off, like no more presents, no more makeup gifts, no more apologies when you don't mean it, whatever it is, right? Now, you might be tempted to then like threaten somebody with that. But I'm going to tell you, you need to just do it. Don't threaten somebody with cutting the shit off, Aries. Just do it. Just cut the shit off. What'll happen then is they'll try to be sweet with you. They'll try to be sweet with you. And then you might be afraid of them again. You can come see me. The ultimate goal here when you cut somebody off like this is you're going to focus on your business, your art, your pursuits. You're going to hire experts where you need to. You're going to end up naturally building a new mental bond with someone who you could really love. It could be a puppy or a kitten. It's going to definitely be you. You're going to definitely agree to love you, Aries. You definitely agree to still love yourself. That's going to yield a situation where you can be unafraid to be sweet with somebody new in the future. Until then, use faith to protect yourself from people trying to make you angry on purpose.